There's very few people who have done big brand work and then also have gone maybe downstream to something smaller. There is a litany of failures that I hear all the time where maybe a medium sort of size company or a startup or something has gone, oh, okay, well, we'll get that experienced hire CMO, big brand to come in here because, they're experienced with big brands and blah, blah, blah. And it's going to be really successful. And I've heard that fail so many times. Completely different environments, completely different politics.
It's extremely different.
What do you see the major differences here in how to be effective in those roles?
I love it. It's probably my favorite subject matter, actually, because it's extremely different, and sometimes when you're reading marketing Twitter and the academic debates and you think, have you ever tried to start a brand with no money? Because you clearly haven't. You would not be saying keep your advertising going in that situation where you're gonna run out of money tomorrow. I've been there. You know what I mean? It's quite hilarious. Anyway, I'll briefly tell you the situation I went to. I think I've made the most extreme jumps between positions. So I did for 4 years actually. I did a management buy-in to a little juice business over here in the UK, and it was a small family-owned business. It had grown up over many years. It had a long history. It was a kind of regional player in the UK, and they'd never ever. Well, I say done marketing. It's really dangerous to say marketing. You know what I mean? Because we'll get into what is marketing. I know, and actually, herein lies the answer. Actually, interestingly enough, but they'd never done marketing, quote unquote, and yet they had a lovely little business. It's very profitable. Anyway, so I turned up as a small investor in the company, as a supposedly big shot, from a kind of corporate company that knew what he was doing. I mean, my last role actually, I probably oversaw £6-7 million of spend or something like that. Had a team of 50, had brands that you would have heard of, sort of thing. And then I'm in a little juice company. Nobody has heard of the brand. The packaging is very suspicious and very sort of generic. It doesn't even look like an own label. It looks kind of a bit worse than own label. It's like the independent store where you go and you go, I've never seen that before. It's kind of like mimicking the famous brand. It was like that, basically. Now, as the sort of first marketing person they'd had in their history, I had to start from nothing. I mean, no budget, no nothing. I mean, it was funny. I mean, I was the Twitter handle, I was the Instagram, I was the Facebook. I actually designed and put up the logo above the entrance. I literally designed our company logo and put it on the office. I would be in the factory deciding what flavour went down the production line the next day. I'd be checking the labels in the warehouse to make sure that they weren't falling off. I mean, that's the sort of thing I was doing, right? Now, marketing, quote unquote here again, was probably no more than 10% of my job, but most of my job, if you take the broader definition of marketing, do we have a good quality juice? Is the packaging going to be good? Do we have a distribution deal with a major retailer? Can we get on the shelf? Are our logistics working? It was things like that really that actually made the difference. Because if you're not on the shelf, you're not being sold. So I guess when you work in a small business, it's the real fundamentals of marketing. What are your debtor days like? You're getting enough cash, to continue, sort of thing. They were very real things. When the production line broke down, your brand was over, unless you could get it back up again. So it's very, very, very different, I have to say. But what I think the thing that what I discovered there is my most creative work ever was done during those 4 years, by far, because what happens is when you have